You know, even if I was half as cool as the guy you're about to meet, I'd be twice as cool as I am now. Think about it.
Jeff Hudson is what you might call a resident hipster here in Grand Rapids. He's a musician, a DJ, a tech guru, and an amateur historian. But the real reason I wanted to talk to Jeff is, well, he's all about the 80s.
So, Jeff, what happened in your life to make you such an expert and aficionado of the 80s?
No particular event. I just like old stuff, I guess, and people like me liking old stuff. So it worked out pretty good.
Well, I read an article about you, and one of the quotes I loved was you said, nostalgia is something that, it's like an illness that happens to you once you hit 30.
Yeah, about that. Yeah, so I got that. I guess that's what it is. I got the brain illness known as nostalgia, and it gets worse every year, I guess.
Well, we had a chance to check out Jeff's place, and judging from the decor, he doesn't just play an 80s guy on TV, he's actually living in the 80s.
So you got a day gig, obviously, over at the Wealthy Theater?
Yeah, I'm lucky enough that my job, my real job, is actually historic as well. It's a 100-year-old theater, and I don't know if you've seen it, but it's a beautiful, restored theater. It was in bad shape in the 90s, boarded up and everything, and then they came in there with some money, and now it's just beautiful.
But then at night, you have this other persona. Tell me about that guy that you become at night.
DJ Jeff Leppard, yeah. Yeah, that started because I was always hogging the stereo at parties, basically. And some people were asking, you know, come DJ at our party, you know, and I was like, I don't have equipment, so I bought some equipment, and then 8 years later, you know, someone had a foot in the door at a club and was like, we want an 80s night, get that guy. And then it just built up this following, and it's still going on.
Now, one of the coolest things about you, because you're a pretty cool guy, is what we're standing in front of. Tell me about this car. This car is too cool.
Yeah, this is actually not 80s. This is a 77. It was called a cruisin' wagon, they called them. There weren't very many of these. You know, you notice the graphics on it and the bubble windows in the back and everything. Those were, I think they were sort of playing into the custom van craze of the era. Everyone had those crazy pimped out vans, so I think this was probably marketed toward teenagers that way somewhat. And it doesn't explode if I get rear-ended, by the way, before you say anything.
I wasn't going to bring it up.
No.
Now, the blog that you do, that's a Grand Rapids thing, right?
It's just GR Retro, yeah. It's just all the things that I remember growing up in the city, and in most cases things that literally don't exist anymore. So I just felt like it's a way to kind of, I don't know, a memorial of sorts for other people, because if you look at the really old pictures, these buildings haven't changed like since the 1800s, some of them, you know? But what's in them has changed several times over, and you know, it gives you more, it makes you feel more in touch with your home to remember these things that were here and share those memories with other people. So the blog's been kind of my way of doing that, and you meet all kinds of people that remember Mr. Fables for one. These aren't around anymore, and yeah, it's fun.
You're kind of like the hippest historian I ever met.
Thanks. I haven't met too many historians, but I'd like to think I don't know, I'm cool, yeah, thanks.
I don't know what was more fun, clubbing with Jeff at the Pyramid Scheme, checking out his record collection, or tooling around Grand Rapids in his sweet ride. And yeah, he may still be cooler than I am, but at least I'm a lot cooler now that we're buds.
Nice sunglasses, dude.
Nice mustache, dude.
Thanks, man.